Hands-on with iOS 11.4 Beta 1. How's it going, folks? This is Jeff Benjamin with 9 to 5 Mac. This is iOS 11.4 Beta 1, just dropped earlier this afternoon, and it brings several features back that we've seen before that have been taken out of previous betas. Now they are back, starting first and foremost with AirPlay 2 support. Now, why is AirPlay 2 so important? Well, it's because of this: multi-room audio playback and volume control directly from the control center interface. So you see those little dots there, you can tap those, fill them in, and select these destinations as speaker outputs. So you can see the two Apple TVs that I have work as speaker outputs, and I can independently adjust the volume of both of those outputs, which is really cool, right? So I can go in here and change the living room volume. I can turn that up, I can turn it down. I can do the same thing for the Office Apple TV, and the audio plays simultaneously in sync at your selected destination. Now on the iOS 11.3 Beta 1, it didn't work that well. You didn't get volume controls, or when you did, it wasn't very stable. But now it's a lot more stable, folks. The volume control is very, very responsive. It is quick to connect to your destinations. The only downside right now is that it doesn't yet work with the HomePod. It only works with the Apple TV running the latest tvOS 11.4 beta, so keep that in mind. But what I've seen so far is very promising. You can see how responsive it is. You can also go into the music app, tap the little AirPlay button at the bottom. That'll open up the little interface there for AirPlay 2. And then you can select your destinations just like that as well. So either way, if you want to do it directly from Control Center, you can do that. If you want to do it directly from the music app, you can do that. And you can see it's very, very responsive. And you can see your destinations listed there below. You tap it again, and you can see where it's currently playing your music. So very, very cool. AirPlay 2. Looks like Apple is making some real progress here. Now, just a little quick tip, just a little reminder, this little button in the upper right-hand corner of the Control Center interface, if you tap that, that will take you directly to the AirPlay 2 controls. So just a reminder, it'll save you a tap if you want to get directly to those AirPlay 2 controls and bypass the transport control interface with play, pause, all that. All right, so now let's talk about the Home app, because yes, indeed, because AirPlay 2 is here, now your Apple TV once again appears inside the Home app. Let's scroll on down like that. You can see the two Apple TVs there, and I can tap on that, pause. Of course, they're linked together because you're using AirPlay 2 with that multi-room audio, so they're going to play and pause at the same time when I tap those. So it's nice to see your Apple TV back in the Home app. And also, here's another thing. When you open up the details for your HomePod, you will see stereo pairing is back as an option. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work just yet because you need to be running iOS 11.4 on the HomePod, but the latest version is iOS 11.3, which was just released last week. So you can see it's going to prompt you to update. However, there isn't an update out there just yet, so hopefully Apple will be pushing that 11.4 update for the HomePod soon, and we can get stereo playback. That would be sweet. So right now, if you go to software update in the HomePod settings, you can see that the latest version, again, iOS 11.3, so we just have to wait on Apple for the next release. So let's talk about yet another feature that was in a previous beta release that was removed, and now it is back. And I'm talking about none other than messages on iCloud. So you can see there is 11.3 Beta 1. It was out back then, it was removed, now it's back. So let's test this thing out and see how it works. So basically, messages on iCloud means that all of your messages data is synced between iOS devices and your Mac. This is a very welcome feature, something that we've been clamoring for years. It's finally here, at least in beta form. Hopefully Apple will get this thing pushed out publicly. But basically what this allows you to do, like if you delete a message on one iPhone, it will delete on all of your other devices just like this. That is really cool. That is something we need, and I can't wait for it personally. What do you guys think about 11.4 Beta 1? Let me know down below in the comments. This is Jeff with 9 to 5 Mac.